sing, like to dance, or even watch someone sing or dance. Who does? Same, even I do. Now, imagine a party without music. You know, the music is the key element which either makes or breaks a party. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
A few years back, I was feeling a little adventurous. So I wanted to try out new hobbies. I wanted to try something different and find what I am passionate about. So I found something. And one of the things was Toastmasters. And the second thing, which might be pretty interesting for all of you, is I started mixing music. Now, what is music mixing? If you've been to a party, if you've been partying last night also, New Year's Eve, you would have seen a DJ mixing music, standing over there playing his tracks. So he would have a playlist and he would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So his music would be going on. But to keep the members on the dance floor moving, grooving, dancing, jumping around, he has to keep changing the tracks. He has to keep changing the tracks every 30 seconds, every 45 seconds, so that everybody is in the vibe. That is what music mixing is. A few years back, when I started this, I didn't know heads or tail about music. There was this one particular thing I really wanted to know what it was, and it is this. I call this C hashtag, but actually in the music world it's called C sharp. And that was a big thing for me because I didn't know what it actually meant, and a lot of people were like, you don't even know what this is and how you're going to get into the music industry. So there were a lot of difficulties when I entered this, and I learned a lot from it. Today I'm going to tell you what my journey through music is, and I'm also going to tell you how you can get this opportunity of using music mixing in your life. For example, the applications of this are, if you have children, if you have children of the age going to school, kindergarten, they may have birthday parties. Now, children like to run, jump around, and they want to try new, you got to keep them up. So you got to change music in the birthday parties. So you have to mix the music, and that's where you may come in. Second thing, you may go to colleges, engineering colleges, commerce colleges. You may have a college fest. In the college fest, you may have a fashion show. So people like walking on the ramp, but they need music to it, so that they know when to turn, what to do. So that's why music mixing also comes into the picture. Next, professional lives. Now, most of you are professionals, so you may want to teach something. You want to use digital marketing. You want to put something up on YouTube. Over here, also, this comes into the picture when you use, when you have to create a brand for yourself. It comes into play. Now, these are the few applications of music mixing. I give you a certain experience on how I really fell in love with music. So, there was this college fest, and I was part of the sponsorship team. I and a few others, we came together and we raised quite a bit of money. Now, we had exceeded the budget, we got a lot of money, and we could host another event also. So, there was a DJ night set up, and we had called one of the top DJs in Bangalore. What happened was the DJ cancelled in the last minute. So me and my friend, we took up the opportunity, we went up on stage and we played our mashups, our edits, our remixes. Now I just use the words mashup, edit and remix. Now if you know what a mashup is, let me just explain what a mashup is. I'm sure most of you are blank. So for example, there's a song, there are two songs. Now, first song, you like the first part of this song, and you like the last part of the song. So you remove those two parts and bam, new song. That's a mashup. An edit. There's one particular song which you like, and you like only the starting part of this song and the middle part. You don't like the end. So you remove the end and you keep these two. New song. Finally, the remix. Now, for example, some of you may like classical music. Maybe Beethoven, and I like EDM, electronic dance music. So what I do, I take classical music and I put my beats, my drums, my piano styles into it, and I make it something where people can jump around at parties. So that is what a remix is. Next up, I'm going to tell you how you can use this music mixing and what you need to keep in mind while doing this. There are 4 simple pointers which I have for all of you. Number 1 is know your audience. Now, know your audience is something which even Toastmasters also follow. You need to know who you're speaking to. Similarly, you need to know at where you are and who you're playing for. For example, you may be playing for old people. Old people meaning like at retirement houses. And over there, they're like all the old Hindi tracks. So, yeah, old is gold. So, you have to...
I love tracks, so tracks.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. Good. And next up, you may even play for college students. That means you have to get new songs. Something which are like in hip hop, pop, some in that genre. The next point is clear the clutter. Keep your music mix organized. Keep it simple, keep it organized. Remove all the unwanted stuff and keep it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the beats you have to follow. The third thing is BPM. That's nothing but beats per minute. How in Toastmasters you have words per minute. That's like the average speaking rate of a person is 120 or 130 words per minute. Similarly, music styles also follow the same code where it's 120 or 130 beats per minute. If you go too slow, it gets too boring. Go too fast, it gets too long and people don't understand. So you have to sync up the beats per minute. Finally is the volume. Now volume is a very important thing. It's because it creates this transition. So for example, you have, these are the two in this picture. This is a deck, this is a music control deck. Now you load one song over here, you load one more song over here. And this is the volume adjustments. And there's this track playing over here. So you have to simultaneously move this down and move this up for this to play. And you can remove this and put another song over there. So that's how it works. Now, to get some feel of this and what music mixing actually is, I made a simple 1-minute mix for all of you, so that you actually understand what it is. This is a boombox. It's like a small speaker. So I'm just going to play what I made for you guys. So wait for it while the music changes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change. So that's how the transitions are important. You see people moving around. Another 15 seconds and the music is changing again. Change again. And wait for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and change. So that's how it's very important on why you got to keep, when you play for a large audience and people want to know what's happening, so you got to keep the beats flowing and mixing. Next up, how you can start mixing. There are softwares, there's online softwares. Nowadays everything goes online. So you can have a website, there's an app. Just put your playlist over there and start mixing. Everything's user friendly, and some of the few things which I would suggest for you to use are soundcloud.com, audiotool.com. And if you want to use something offline, you can use something called Tractor Pro. If you're in a place where there's no internet connection, this is a setup of how Tractor Pro is. You can load 2 songs over here. And I personally use Logic Pro 10. So it's more colorful and it's made by Apple. It's more user friendly also. Just to conclude on what I said today. Number 1, know your audience. Number 2, get a music software. Number 3, clear the clutter. Number 4, BPM, beats per minute. That is, don't keep it too slow or too fast. Number 5 is volume. And good, thank you. And finally, something which I learned from Toastmasters, which I actually use, is the 4 B's. I think most of you may know this. Practice, 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 and
Practice.
Awesome. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmasters.